Morning, friends. It is very great pleasure for me to address for CA students, especially for the Premier Academy students. I am R.S. Sivaraman, practicing chartered accountant. I'm a visiting faculty for auditing in SARC of ICI and company law for SARC of ICSI. Sri Arigan sir requested me to have a few words with students who are going to appear for the examinations, especially CA students, how the valuer perspective, the examiner perspective, how they're going to value, what are things are needed, what are things you should not avoid, and all I'm going to discuss. So I don't want to discuss on the preparation and all. That is different issue. Here, first you should understand there are now the examination valuation is entirely a different what we have in 2 years back. Now the valuation will be based on computer. Maybe surprise, no? You are writing the examination in black ink. Why you are writing in black ink? Have you ever? The paper will be scanned after writing your examination. The paper will be scanned and sent to the, after finish of your exam, you're over. In the examination center, they will send to the examination committee in New Delhi. After receiving your paper, they will scan the paper. Thoroughly, they will scan the paper. So in order to save the space, that is GP, MP and all, no? So that is why they are asking to write in the black ink, number one. After scanned everything, they will send to the examiner. Now, the examiner, they have to open their computer or laptop, whatever it may be. The screen, they have to open the camera also. They have to open the camera. When we are valuing the paper, the answer sheet will be shown in the screen. Then you will see the answer sheet. The key will be provided to the examiner. The key is not the car key or two-wheeler key. It is not suggest answer, my dear friends. Because suggest answers is after the writing the examination and all, we will have things. But here, step by step marks will be given. That will come. I'll come. First, I will finish off these things. So first, what they will do is, after they are seeing the screen, based on the exam key provided to them, they will value the paper. The mark also be put up in the system itself. So there is no totaling error and all that concepts are gone. Only thing is, if it is not scanned or suppose the examiner not seeing that particular page, only the problem. Otherwise, the problem is very rarest rare. Okay, so the complete change, number one. Again, out of these 8 papers in inter level or 8 papers in final level, out of these 8 papers, 4 papers, objective type questions also there. This will be OMR sheet, optical magnetic recognition, just like bank exam and all. The 30 marks objective type, one word, that is a 1 mark question or 2 marks question, as the case may be, valued by the computer. Valued by the computer for auditing, income tax, and some of the papers, law, some of the papers. So here you must know how to write the exam. So because normally I will tell the students, prepare less, present more. You have to prepare less. How to prepare less? See, the thing is, even though you are preparing for 3 months or 6 months for the examination, you're going to write for 3 hours. In 3 hours examination, how many words you're going to write? You're going to write only 3,000 to 4,000 words. So we are not computers or have to write or cut and paste and all. You have to put it in your memory and you have to write. Okay. So entire preparation for the subject. For example, 8 papers into 3,000 words, only 24,000 words. Your things will be over. So into 24,000 words, final 24,000 words, 48,000 words, chartered accountant. But what type of words we have to put, the quality of the words. That is very, very important. Now, we'll have a how to answer. First I will put up the examinee perspective, then the examiner perspective. That way, because previously I'm also the exam student, just like you. I written the examination. I'm also faculty. I valued the paper for your inter level and ACS level also. Now I stop. Even I also participate in the syllabus review committee of our institute. Now, first examinee perspective. That is a student's view of that. For example, I'm auditing theory paper. 30 marks objective type. Here, cannot do anything. See, the question paper will be given. See, for example, 2 to 5 examination, 145 they will issue the question paper for descriptive as well as this objective things also. So 2 question papers will be given. What I'm talking about these theory papers, those having the objective type of exam. Answers sheet will be provided by 2 o'clock. So the 15 minutes reading time you have to effectively utilize. That is very, very important, because these are all small tips makes a lot. What you have to do is in 15 minutes, you have to read the question paper thoroughly, especially this 30 marks. This is a deciding factor. Here you don't want to write anything. You have to mark. It's like you have to mark in the OMR sheet. That's all. So read question very, very carefully. After that, you have to mark. Normally, all 30 questions you don't know. This is a common thing. But out of 30 questions, definitely 10 to 15 questions are you know very well. Marking that answer will take only 3 to 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes for this 15. Another 15, wait. Anyhow, 3 hours examination, no? That wait. But for this OMR sheet, you have to, along with the OMR sheet, you have to submit the question paper for the objective type, not descriptive type. Objective type question paper also you have to return back to the examiner. Because instead of having the database, 2,000, 3,000 question papers only, they will have. Okay. Now, what you are doing? This is a very crucial. Don't get panicked. That is why first thing is, for any examination, normally, even I will give a small tips for the examiners. 3 things are very important. You must know the syllabus. Any examination, even though I am a triple-8 and law qualification, even I'm a AIII, I'm also I'm the LLB's law FCA. You know that fellow member of Institute of Chartered Accountants, and ACMAs. I am the associate member of Institute of Cost Accounts of India and associate member of the company secretary. I'm also a MSc Psychology man, MSc Psychology and MCOM from Madras University. AIII, that is associate member of Insurance Institute of India. I'm also having a DISA, Diploma in Insurance, Diploma in Information System Audit, and DIR, Diploma in Insurance Risk Management, and PGDC, Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Application. These are all examination of different varieties. For example, university examination is there in the same MCOM. Even university exam, LLB also exam. DISA is objective type. The variety of examination, but all varieties, 3 things are very important. You must know the syllabus. Then only you can identify what is out of syllabus. Second, you must know the question paper model. That is a blueprint of the things. Third thing is the weightage. Weightage is given by the CA Institute itself. Go to the ICA website, what are the weightage and all. From that, you have to put that. If you are going with this, along with the study material plus class notes, plus MTP, mock test paper, RTP and all, That's all. If I'm doing CA, go with CA material. Going with ICAA, ICAA material. Going with ACS, ACS material. Same company law. Because I'm taking classes for CA as well as ACS for company law. That thing is different. Why I'm telling is in our cases, true and fair view, our institute definition is different. ACS institute thing is different. See, the key given to the examiner, from where they are preparing the key, is only from the material. That you must understand. So you have to study the material. Okay. So what you have to make? Very why plan well. Very, very easy to execute. Any examination you can pass with flying colors. That is my things. Now, I'm sorry. Don't get panic. That is very, very, very important. Even especially this Corona time, also a lot of persons having panic. What will happen and all. Nothing. You have to be very patient. Don't be the patient of hospital things. Wait for, in Tamil they will call us Poruttar Bhumi Alvar. You have to wait. Even for a child is going to born, you have to wait for 9 months. So that's also be there. So you have to wait. Then it's like CA is not easy joke. Will well recognized all over the world. Everybody knows. Coming to this, because I don't want to take more time, because even though you requested to have 30 minutes or 40 minutes, nobody is going to listen. Nowadays, fast moving world. Sir, what will be the things? I'll come to this. Another 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'll finish off. Next. So the exam, you have to write examinee point of view. That is objective type. Over. In descriptive type, correct or incorrect questions also be there. 2 marks questions. I'm talking about auditing perspective. Company law, things also be there for accounts and all is entirely different. Each and every things will be different. Casting, writing is different from accounts. Income tax is different. So what you have to do, 2 marks, correct or incorrect. How to write? Very, very simple. You have to imagine for 1 page, 4 marks. That way you have to plan. So this objective, there is a correct or incorrect, you have to write. How to make? First you have to put 2A. Correct, 1 line. Then next line leave blank, because here it is not a college or whatever to make a lot of sketch pens. Even in the rainbow itself, only 7 colors. We are using different of sketches and all. Not allowed. Only black pen. You want to make it with a scale with pencil and all. There is no time for that. But how to impress the examiner? Even though your handwriting is very poor. How to impress the examiner? Very, very, very simple. What do you have to do? Very, very simple. So 1 line, correct or incorrect? Correct. Leave next line. 2. Then you have to put reason. 3rd line. Then leave 1 line. 4 line. Then you have to give the reason. 2 lines. So 2, 6. Then leave another 1 line. 7. Then put conclusion. 8. Then another 2 lines. 10 lines. Neat presentation. So 10 lines for one subdivision. Leave some 3 to 4 lines, because to demark between one question and another question. So another subdivision. So 27 lines are there in the CA exam paper. It is just like our long size notebook, ruled notebook, but the gap between 2 lines are little bit more. CA notes also available. CA notebook and all. Go to Sivaraman company and check it out. So you have to practice. You have to practice with this ruled notebook. So you have to practice with ruled notebook. You have to practice with black ink. What type of pen you going to use for your main examination? That you have to use. So what you have to do before going for the examination? Go with 1 dozen of pen. Then initially you can write a little bit, or take 12 pens. Go to Venkatachalamurthy or whatever favorite god. Normally our fellows are doing like that. Go and pray. Take the pen. Then you can have initially some 1 page you can write with all pens. The reason is the new pens, don't write in new pens. The handwriting will be different. The flow won't be there. Even the before examination, don't cut your nails. These two fingers are very, very important. Index finger and this one. The reason is you're going to write. If you nail on cutting your nail, any small hitches will be there, it will get irritated. Even you check it out, the day in which you remove the nail and all, handwriting will be different. So this is a very small tips you have to fix. Clear? So you have to write. This is a 2 marks questions. All 4 marks questions, normally auditing and all, very, very simple. 1 page only. Don't make blah blah and all. It is not coconut tree story or whatever your college level and all essay you write. SE examination, the quality will be tested. Even I'm remembering my casting class because Ariran is a casting guru. For inter level, I attempted only 60 marks. I scored 48. The reason is here quality, for quality, they'll give marks. There is no quantity. Even when I valued the paper for ACS final, taxation, the fellow written some 40 pages, additional sheets. Just like movie producers are producing the movie. I given only 18 marks. A fellow written only 22 pages. I given 62 marks. It's not question of quantity. Quality will be tested. So 4 marks, question 1 page. What you have to do? You have to make subdivisions. Subheading you have to make. All theory things you have to make subheadings. For example, advantages of audit. Even though some 10 to 12 points are there, make subdivision. How to make advantage useful to the stakeholders? Heading. Then 1 heading, 1 line gap, 2 line answer, 1 line gap. That is the agenda. First subheading, 1 line gap, 2 lines, 2 lines answer, 1 line gap. So 5 lines for 1 subheading. So you can put 6 points or 5 points. 25 lines over, 4 marks over. 4 marks over. So you have to impress like the examiner. Again, another students, when we are valued the paper, notice this. First you have to put 1A question. After that 2B. After that 4C and all we are writing, we get irritation to the examiner. Because we are those valuing the paper also human being. I'm talking about computer valuing 30 marks is different. Computer value, that is different. But the human, normally they will get irritated because the valuations done by CA or college professors also, they will take minimum 10 to 15 minutes to value the paper. It is not university examination simply valuing the paper and blah blah and all. Where they are giving 10 rupees or 15 rupees. Here they are paying more. Again, the moral responsibility also be there. So that is why what they will do, they will make examiner easy. The presentation will be pakka. What will happen? Examiner on seeing your paper, because you are not seeing the examiner. He is somewhere, we don't know. If the faculty and all, we know better. You know, Ariran sir or whatever, Sivaraman or whatever, you know better. But the examiner is sitting any part of the things, even world also nowadays, because in Dubai and all also, chartered accountants are there. Now the papers are not sending to Dubai. It's not physical copy. Soft copy is sending. So nobody, we don't know. So how to impress the third person? By presentation. Are you clear? So this is a very, very, very important. See, even for accounts and costing, these papers and all, very simple to score. Even I am very weak in problem paper. What you have to do? SWOT analysis. Out of SWOT analysis, take SW, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. You have to take strength and weakness. What is your strength? Whether you are strong in theory or strong in problem. First, you have to analyze yourself. Don't compare with your friends. All 5 fingers are not equal, my dear friends. Even in a particular subject, all topics are not equal. All topics are not equal. Even auditing also, auditing standards, it's very tough. From that also, from 4 marks question will be asked. Even a very simple question, for example, audit of cinema, theater and all, even you doesn't know the things, you can write some general, that also you can get marks. So the strategy, that is a thing is smart planning, not hard work, smart work, just like cell phone and all. Okay, so these are all the basic things. Again, I will tell another small psychology perspective. Being as a psychologist, qualified MSc psychology from Madras University, I've written an article for our members in December 2010 journal. Go to Google and type December 2010 journal of our institute, Chartered Accountant, where all about stress and all I've written. You need stress-free life. That is very, very important. Okay, so what are the things, minimum things are needed? Suppose the examination 2 to 5, 145 question paper will be given. You will be presented in the exam hall by 130. That is good. So what you have to leave? At least half an hour, 1:15 better to be there in the exam hall. Otherwise, the panic will start. We are delaying the process because we don't know what type of traffic will be there in Chennai or whatever cities. We don't know. So better to have plan. Last minute preparation won't help. It is not a BCom, my dear friends. So see a professional examination. So what we have to do? We have to plan well. So we'll be there in the exam hall. So sometimes some of the colleges, they will change the exam hall. Today one hall, tomorrow some hall will be there. So don't have a preconceived notion. So as things that is will be there, the board. Then decide. Then before going to the hall, very, very important, a lot of students are committing things is finish off your nature calls. Don't be shy. Ask the security where is the restroom. Before going to the hall, finish off nature things, and fresh. Go with 1 liter water bottle, mandatory. Because some of the things they won't provide. Water is very, very important. Go with chocolates. Cocoa type chocolate reduce your BP. Normally, I won't take chocolate. But when you're writing examination, all 3 hours, the chocolate will be there. I'll purchase some 10 to 20 chocolates because otherwise my daughter will take. So I asked my article clerk to take have a chocolate in my office. Normally he will drop even the last. I passed that ICW examination December 2020. What happened? No, my son is 10th standard. He given his pouch to write the exam. My article clerk dropped me to the college. One of my CA students is doing MCom in that college. He is an invigilator. Very peculiar thing. Then I am writing the exam. Then I passed this examination, God grace, because my triplet got delayed. So, okay, whatever be, whether you are already qualified CA or ACS, you have to be prepared. Okay, so all the very best for your things. We'll meet for some other video also. Thank you very much for Aryan Ji for giving opportunity. Shri Guru Namaha. Thank you very much.